Each year, nearly 80,000 people between the ages of 20 and 39 are diagnosed with cancer in the United States. And one of the hurdles that these young adults face, pursuing romantic partnerships. Joining me now to talk about dating with cancer. This is a very interesting and specific topic. We have the owner of Calm Pittsburgh, Dana Kirkpatrick.
Yes.
We also have the president of the Stephen Cancer Foundation. Not even close.
Giallourakis.
Giallourakis. I had it 30 seconds ago. 30 seconds ago. And the host of Cancer Cafe podcast, Kyle Geist. Okay, guys, real quick before we get into this, because there's a lot of information here. Tell us a little bit about each of your cancer stories, real quick.
Where should we start?
No, you're gonna go. I feel like you're gonna be our talker. You're gonna be our talker. Dana's first.
Okay. So I have to clarify, because in case my husband's watching, I have not dated since cancer.
Good point.
I had cancer at 31, and I was married for a couple years prior. Well, yeah, years before that. So I had cancer at 31, breast cancer. I have the BRCA gene, I call it the Angelina Jolie gene, the BRCA2 gene. My mom was one of the original young survivors. She had cancer at 33, had cancer 3 times. So yeah, that's why I'm here, and I never knew anybody like me until I found some, because there's breast cancer stuff, but there's not the young adults.
Yeah, yeah. What about you, Stephen?
So
sit back.
yes, yeah, right.
Sit back.
I got to do the short version because I do want to.
So the short version is I've had cancer 5 times.
Oh my goodness.
And 4 different types.
Wait, there's no short version. I'm so sorry. Wow.
Yeah, I've had cancer 5 times, 4 different types. I was first diagnosed at 15, 17, 18, and then twice at 29. So.
Wow.
Yeah.
And then I was diagnosed with a rare sarcoma related to Steve's first cancer when I was 25, and went through treatment for that in Florida. Moved up here about a year ago when I was diagnosed with metastatic form of the same cancer. Not knowing anybody, and met these guys through a few different cancer support groups, and they've been my closest friends that I've made here. So it's
awesome.
Yeah.
Well, and we talk a lot about the power and importance of the friendships and the support, but we're talking dating. This is like a very, again, we're going down a very sort of specific tunnel. So what have you found with your experience? Because again, as people talk about your story, just in life, cancer is going to come up, especially experiencing everything you have, Stephen. So how do you make that a part of your story and not the entire definition of it?
Well, and that's something I've honestly been trying to do most of my life, because it's now been 17 and a half years since I was first originally diagnosed. And so what you have to really come to understand when it comes to dating, relationships, in any situation, but especially when you have cancer, is that everyone has been through their own types of things in their lives. Obviously, cancer is very severe, but it's learning how to communicate that it's not all you are, but it is something you've experienced, something that has changed you.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. And you're kind of shaking your head, Dana, as well.
Yes, yes. I, as a therapist too, I put it in the context of trauma. You know, anybody who's diagnosed with cancer has trauma. How could you not? So, you know, relating it to trauma, which everybody has, and, you know, normalizing it. Because I think a lot of times, like, I grew up with, you know, the idea that my mom we didn't talk about it a lot because people didn't understand, and she had a bone marrow transplant and things that people didn't live from. So I learned to, you know, really be curious and kind of talk about these things and try to normalize it, because it's nothing we did led for us to get cancer. You know, it's not shameful. It's just something we are, and we're also like people outside of that. So,
is there things too, like weird things, bad things, strange things people say? Do you have stories or
all the
examples?
time? Oh my God, yes. I mean,
Can I get your cancer from drinking out of your cup?
Yes. Oh yeah. Is it contagious?
You had a good one the other day too with a run-in.
I get a lot with breast cancer. I mean, unfortunately, it happens way too much. But like, people will say things like, "Oh, well, I couldn't tell," and they'll look at my breasts like, "That's." Whatever. It's the weirdest thing ever. It's so insensitive. We asked kind of a couple of the survivors yesterday, and I'd be remiss if I didn't share it because it's so funny. But one of the survivors gave me permission to share this. About dating stories. I said, "What do you guys have? What are some good dating stories?" And she said, "Well, she's a thyroid cancer survivor, and just in case anybody doesn't know, your thyroid is here in your neck." And on Bumble, somebody said, "Well, do you still have boobs?" And she said, "Yeah." And he said, "Well, I know some people that get cancer, their boobs fall off." So again, breasts and thyroids are different. So it's just kind of like, don't be stupid, but people are stupid. So, yeah.
And awkward. I mean, there's a lot of...
Dating's awkward anyways.
Right, right.
Forget about cancer, right?
Yeah.
Let me
Did
take
you
a sip
take a
first.
sip?
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
All right, maybe next time. No, dating's so awkward, and I mean, for myself, I really had to, I think, first figure out where I was at, and if even I was in a place where I could date. Right? I move up to Pittsburgh. I don't know anybody. I'm like going through a pretty rigorous, treatment, and I'm lonely. Right? Like, and I'm thinking, or there's a tendency there when you're lonely to start trying to date, to fill that void. And I finally realized it was like, let's just like put the dating aside for a minute and work on making some friendships. And that's where I met Dana, and then later on I met Steve, and I worked. So it was like, let's just focus on friends. And then like, I'm living with my mom and my stepdad, and it's like, let's just enjoy those relationships that I already have, right? And let's work on not being lonely. And then once I wasn't lonely, right, I started feeling like, oh, I'm in a place where I can date again, right? And then 2 months ago, I had another recurrence. And so I'm actively going through cancer treatment. Once a month, I'm going up to the Cleveland Clinic, and I'm managing it, and it's part of my life. But people say, oh, congratulations, you survived cancer. Yeah. I'm living with cancer. It's different, right? And so now I don't say I'm a cancer survivor. I say I'm living with cancer. And it's the language. Steve always talks about language, and it's the language we use around this is so important. Yeah.
Well, I think just having that conversation, opening things up, and hopefully some people have really maybe learned some things, what to do, what not to do, just by watching this segment. Should we point out Kyle is single and ready to mingle?
Yes.
That he said. You
I
didn't
did
say
ask her that. I did ask her that.
Here's why, because I didn't know if you would actually expose us with the empty cup. So
I did.
exposed you. Ready? So
We're
there
never
you go.
getting, I'm never getting invited
Everything
back
you
on.
want to give him, give him, please.
Yes.
He always, Kyle has a great, we were talking yesterday and he said, we don't want charity, we want a chance.
Yeah.
That's it.
And I see that a lot
I love
for,
it. I think
for
that's a
jobs
great way to
and
end it right
everything.
there, too.
Yeah,
I love
that's
that.
it.
Thank you so much for coming
thank
in.
you.
Calm Pittsburgh, by the way, has locations in both Lawrenceville and Monroeville. They also offer virtual therapy sessions, and we will have more information on our website, kdka.com/talkpittsburgh. We'll be right back.